me he's in her EMT truck, and there's some EMTs, and there's the little sirens, and then there's a mommy, and then she's smiling, and then there's her glasses.
And why do you draw these and paint these for Mommy?
'Cause I love her, and sometimes I miss her.
I came home one day and Crystal was probably 2 or 3 sitting on her mom's lap, and her mom asked her a question and said, "Where's Daddy?" And her response was, "He's working." She asked the same question again, "Where's Daddy?" Her response is a little different. She says, "He's sleeping." Every time my wife asked her a question of where's Daddy, it was either he's working or he's sleeping. And it was a tough moment for our family.
What do you like about your dad being a firefighter?
Rescuing and being a firefighter and rescuing.
I like bragging, and like if me and my friends or somebody are talking, I like saying that because it makes me proud.
Dad, when you're gonna stop working?
I don't like having him gone a lot, because when he's gone, it's hard to adapt to him not being home.
Sometimes it just feels like when you need your dad the most, he's not always there.
So sometimes he's just gone for one day. But most of the time he's gone for 100 days. I just worry about him coming home and helping me.
Especially when I was younger and it was a little bit difficult for me to understand. You know, there was a lot of times where anger was brought in the situation as a coping mechanism, and sometimes I would put it on myself like it was me, and I thought that, you know, I had been doing something wrong. So that was definitely something that was difficult.
I don't always worry, I don't stress that much, but sometimes I just really get to thinking, and it just kind of scares me that, you know, like, he might not come home.
If you see something like bad on the news, you could think like he might be there, or he could be in trouble right now, or he could be in there trying to stop whoever's doing that, or it's scary sometimes.
If he's had a difficult day, he usually will just, like, I'll ask him, like, hey, how was your day? He'll either answer with, it was okay, or it was fine, or, you know, just kind of basic answers. And he'll just, like, go to sleep or kind of ignore me. He just almost isolates himself when he's had a bad day. But, I mean, I get it. Everybody has bad days.
When he comes in with a bag, I'll always ask him, do you need help carrying other stuff in? And sometimes he'll give me attitude, so that's kind of how I can tell, or I can tell by his face.
Sometimes I'll go to school grumpy just because, you know, it wasn't that best because he was grumpy, so then I got grumpy.
So what kind of things do you guys, when you have free time, go out and do as a family together?
Ooh, we just go on vacations. We like to go like hiking, on walks, or like to the park and stuff.
We'll go on vacations and we go out to eat, we go to the movies, we do all the same stuff everybody else does, you know.
We like go fishing with him, or we also play board games with him. It's really fun because every time he plays, like, we're doing it because we think it's like the last time we're going to see him that week, so we have a lot of fun.
If you knew some other kids or had some friends whose parents were thinking of becoming first responders, what advice do you think you would give them, or what would you tell them?
I would tell them not to stress out too much and take their parents' jobs too seriously, and kind of just chill out and try to find the good in it.
Sometimes they'll work a lot, so they should kind of just get used to it, and that would really help them too.
He's gonna be fine, and to like comfort everybody around you to make them feel better about it too.
When you hear the calls that your parent has been through, it becomes very real for you. And so when you hear a lot of people that don't really understand that aspect of it and they make jokes or something like that, it's very hard for you to try to explain to them when they're not in that situation or understand on how real some of these calls are. It's okay to feel, you know, feel different emotions, and don't try to like hide away and say that, you know, I'm wrong for being sad or being a little bit angry. And, you know, the biggest thing is just communication, and talk with them if you're frustrated or bothered by anything.
I think it's important that kids understand that their parents may not want to talk right away when they get home. Every parent's going to have a different way of handling it. A lot of first responders deal with the stresses of work by talking with people at work. And for kids, you know, make sure that you can talk with that other family member and let them know that you are dealing with some stuff or that it is bothering you. And, you know, just having that open relationship and having that communication and conversation back and forth will go a long way.
And some of the conversations that I've had with my dad has definitely helped me recognize that it's not me. And there's been times where he would apologize or something like that, and it's okay to feel different things, and it's a journey.